Society called them flawed and life gave them unimaginable challenges, but these 20 women turned those struggles into unshakable strength by facing their so-called weaknesses head-on, redefining beauty, courage, and human potential in ways no script ever could. Welcome to Part 2. Do you know anyone who turned a weakness into their greatest strength? Comment 1 if yes, 0 if not. And if this video inspires you, don't forget to subscribe. Born in Hong Kong in 1992, Mui Thomas came into the world with harlequin ichthyosis, one of the rarest and most severe genetic disorders causing her skin to grow rapidly, crack painfully, and risk life-threatening infections, and doctors once believed she wouldn't survive beyond a few days. Abandoned at birth, her future seemed bleak until she was adopted by Tina and Roger Thomas, whose love and compassion gave her a second chance at life. Mui's life has been a constant test of endurance, from hours of daily skin care to facing bullying and judgmental stares. Yet she chose resilience. She made history as the world's first rugby referee with harlequin ichthyosis, later co-writing The Girl Behind the Face with her adoptive parents and becoming a powerful advocate for inclusion, proving that our greatest differences can become our strongest sources of power. Born in England in 1994, Ellie Simmons was diagnosed with achondroplasia, a condition affecting bone growth and causing short stature. But within her small frame burned an unbreakable spirit. She discovered swimming at age 5, where the water became her place of freedom and strength. And by just 13, she stunned the world at the 2008 Beijing Paralympics as the youngest athlete on Team GB, winning 2 gold medals and launching a legendary career of 5 Paralympic Gold World titles and a legacy that reshaped the face of sport. Today, Ellie Simmons stands as one of Britain's most remarkable Paralympians, but her impact reaches far beyond the pool as she uses her platform to champion disability awareness and inclusion. Honored with an MBE by Queen Elizabeth II in 2013, she later made history on Strictly Come Dancing, captivating millions and challenging perceptions of dwarfism, proving that true greatness is measured not in centimeters, but in courage and determination. Marla Runyon's journey proves that true vision comes from within, not the eyes. Born in 1969, she was diagnosed at 9 with Stargardt disease, a rare condition that took her central sight, leaving her legally blind as an adult. But what could have ended most athletic dreams became her starting line as she rose through the Paralympics, won 5 gold medals, and set her sights on competing with the world's best vision or not. In 2000, Marla Runyon made history as the first and still only legally blind athlete to compete in the Olympics, finishing an incredible 8th in the 1500 meters at Sydney Racing, among the world's best, guided only by sound and blurred shapes. The moment shattered barriers, not just records, and she went on to win U.S. national titles, conquer major marathons, and share her message in No Finish Line. The only limits that exist are the ones we choose to believe in. Melanie Gaydos defies every traditional beauty standard, which is exactly what makes her unforgettable. Born in the United States in 1988 with ectodermal dysplasia, a rare genetic condition affecting hair, teeth, nails, and bones, and partially blind, she grew up facing bullying and isolation, yet refused to be defined by pity or fear, turning pain into power and stepping into modeling while studying fine arts to redefine what beauty truly means. Melanie never aimed to be beautiful by traditional standards. She sought only to express her true self as living art, and her fearless authenticity soon captured the attention of visionary photographers and avant-garde designers. From high-fashion runways to her striking appearance in Rammstein's Mein Herz Brent music video, she shattered every industry mold, becoming not just a model, but a movement that challenges the world to redefine beauty as authenticity, courage, and the freedom to be yourself. In Indonesia, Puspa Dewi is known as the Ageless Mother, a title that went viral when photos from her 50th birthday stunned the world as her glowing skin, fit physique, and youthful energy made her look decades younger, even beside her two adult sons. Her secret isn't magic, but mindset built on disciplined, healthy habits and a positive outlook that proves age is only a number when life is lived with joy and purpose. Puspa trains consistently, especially through her love of Zumba, as both a participant and instructor, using movement as a joyful form of healing for body and soul. With a balanced, natural diet, proper rest, and a deep belief in the power of a positive mindset, she shows that age is not a limitation, but a gift that strengthens awareness, resilience, and inner power. Have you ever loved a color so deeply it became your whole world? Valeria McCulloch, known as Val Blue, has lived entirely in shades of blue for over 25 years. Not as a quirk, but a philosophy rooted in her belief that blue, especially international Klein blue, represents peace, unity, and a cosmic connection reflected in the sky, the oceans, and the United Nations flag that binds humanity together. Valeria surrounds herself with hundreds of shades of blue, from soft turquoise to bold cobalt, making it not just an aesthetic, but a way of life that expresses peace, creativity, and identity. As the founder and editor of Fashion Consciousness magazine, she explores the connection between fashion, emotion, and awareness, using her blue world to spark deeper conversations about how we shape ourselves and the spaces we live in. Marimar Caroa, known online as Gorda66, is a California-based beauty vlogger born with a cystic hygroma, affecting her face and neck, a rare condition that made speaking, eating, and breathing extremely difficult. Living with a tracheostomy, a feeding tube, and communicating mainly through sign language, she defied a beauty-obsessed world by rewriting what beauty means on her own terms. Marimar turned her differences into a symbol of courage and confidence, sharing bold, skillful makeup tutorials on YouTube that draw hundreds of thousands, not just for beauty tips, but for her message of self-love and resilience. Facing judgment without fear, she famously says she stares back until others look away, while pursuing her dream of becoming a teacher for deaf children and proving that true beauty lives in the courage to be unapologetically yourself. Known as the goddess of flexibility, Zlata, born Julia Gunthal in Kazakhstan, showed extraordinary abilities from a young age due to unusually elastic ligaments that allow her to bend in ways few humans can. More than a contortionist, she turns her body into living art, arching backward until her head meets her heels or folding herself into a box just 50 centimeters wide. Zlata's performances are more than shock value, blending strength, precision, and surreal beauty, as her seemingly anatomy-defying flexibility leaves audiences in awe. A true living phenomenon, she uses her body to express art and willpower, shattering multiple Guinness World Records, including opening the most beer bottles with her feet in 1 minute while fully contorted. Christine the Duchess. Walton holds the Guinness World Record for the longest fingernails on a woman's hands, stretching nearly 20 feet in total, a journey that began in 1990 as a tribute to her late brother. What started as remembrance became her signature, with nails that twist and spiral through years of careful maintenance, leaving many to wonder how she lives with them every day. For Christine, it all comes down to patience and adaptability, as she's learned to reshape every part of daily life with creativity and resilience. What others see as impossible is simply her routine, and her meter-long nails are not a burden, but an extension of who she is, a bold symbol of identity, freedom, and living authentically. Amy Mullins is more than an athlete, model, or actress. She is a visionary redefining the human body and technology. Born in 1975 with fibular hemimelia and amputated below the knee at 1 year old, she transformed what many see as disability into innovation-breaking world records in sprinting and long jump at the 1996 Paralympics, using carbon fiber prosthetic legs inspired by a cheetah's speed and agility. Amy didn't stop at sport, moving into fashion by walking for Alexander McQueen on sculpted wooden prosthetic legs and building a collection of more than a dozen pairs for performance art and even adjustable height. Through her TED Talks, she challenges the idea of normal, showing how adversity sparks creativity and how prosthetics aren't replacements but upgrades that let her design her own identity. Lizzie Velasquez's story is a powerful lesson in overcoming hate. Born with a rare, unnamed genetic condition that prevents weight gain and affects her vision, she has never weighed more than 58 pounds. And at 17, she discovered a viral YouTube video cruelly titled "The World's Ugliest Woman," only to realize it was about her. In that moment, Lizzie chose to rise, transforming the platform that once hurt her into a force for change as an inspirational speaker and anti-bullying advocate. Through her TED Talk, "How Do You Define Yourself?", she turned cruelty into purpose, proving that identity is shaped not by appearance, but by compassion, courage, and resilience. Born without arms, Jessica Cox never saw herself as limited, growing up with the belief that boundaries exist only in the mind. Using her feet, she learned to dance, type, apply makeup, earn a black belt in Taekwondo, and ultimately make history as the first armless person to earn a pilot's license. Jessica quite literally conquered the skies, flying with one foot on the yoke and the other on the rudder pedals, proving that strength comes from spirit, not the body. Now a global motivational speaker who pilots her own plane, she delivers a clear message. The only real limits are those we imagine, and sometimes the box doesn't need thinking. Outside, it needs breaking entirely. Harnam Kaur is a pioneering body positivity activist who was diagnosed with PCOS at 12, a condition that caused her to grow a beard and endure years of bullying and self-hatred. At 16, she made a life-changing choice to stop fighting her body and let her beard grow naturally, transforming years of pain into a powerful message of self-love and radical acceptance. Harnam Kaur turned the beard that once brought her pain into a symbol of strength and pride, embracing her reflection with confidence instead of shame. Her authenticity made history as the first bearded woman to walk at London Fashion Week, sparking a global conversation about redefining femininity, self-love, and living unapologetically. Jillian Mercado is a trailblazer for disability visibility in fashion, born with spastic muscular dystrophy and determined to change an industry where she never saw herself represented. After starting a fashion blog, her career took off when she was cast by Diesel, later becoming an ambassador for Beyoncé's "What's Normal Anyway" campaign, and proving that style and advocacy can coexist. This milestone cemented Jillian's place in fashion, while sending a powerful message about diversity and inclusion as she uses her platform not just as a model, but as a fearless activist challenging narrow beauty standards. By pushing the industry to embrace all bodies and abilities, she continues to redefine what normal really means. Do you believe true beauty comes from confidence and individuality? Comment 1 for yes, 0 for no. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread Jillian's message of inclusion. Winnie Harlow, born Chantel Brown Young, transformed the modeling world with her distinctive look shaped by vitiligo, an autoimmune condition that causes skin pigment loss. Once bullied for her appearance, she gained attention through Instagram and rose to fame on America's Next Top Model, proudly turning what was once mocked into a powerful signature of empowerment. Though she didn't win, Winnie captivated millions with her confidence and charisma, launching a career that took her to runways for Victoria's Secret, Fendi, Tommy Hilfiger, and Dior. By turning what was once seen as a flaw into her signature, she didn't just challenge beauty standards, she redefined them and opened doors for models who embrace their uniqueness with pride. Bethany Hamilton, born in Hawaii, showed exceptional surfing talent early in life, but at 13, her world changed when a tiger shark attack cost her left arm. What could have ended her dreams instead became the beginning of an extraordinary journey of resilience, courage, and rising stronger than ever. Just 1 month after the attack, Bethany was back on her board, relearning how to paddle balance and ride waves with one arm, and she didn't just return, she rose to professional competition, winning national titles and facing the world's best surfers. Her story told in Soul Surfer proves that faith, courage, and determination can turn tragedy into triumph. Mangte Chungnejang Mary Kom, known as Magnificent Mary, rose from a poor village in Manipur, India, in a society that saw boxing as unsuitable for women. Small in stature but relentless in will, she trained in secret, overcame family and social barriers, and became the only female boxer to win the World Amateur Boxing Championship 6 times. Mary Kom made history as the first Indian woman to win an Olympic boxing medal with bronze at the 2012 London Games, a moment that helped transform women's sports in India. Even more remarkable, she returned to the ring after becoming a mother of 2 to win more world titles, proving that motherhood and elite athletic excellence can coexist. Dr. Temple Grandin has reshaped our understanding of both autism and animal welfare, having been diagnosed in the 1950s when autism was deeply misunderstood, and she didn't speak until nearly age 4. Thinking entirely in images, what she calls movies. In her head, she developed a rare empathy for animals that most neurotypical people don't experience. Temple realized that animals like her sense the world through subtle details others overlook, and that sensitivity became her greatest strength. By understanding fear and stress from their perspective, she designed humane livestock systems now used in over half of North America's cattle facilities, proving how empathy and science together can drive lasting change. Despite every challenge, Amanda refused to be silenced, throwing herself into words, rhythm, and performance until her once uncertain voice became a source of clarity and power. At the inauguration, she moved millions, proving that courage, persistence, and art can turn personal struggle into a message that lifts an entire nation. Amanda Gorman's journey shows how adversity can shape brilliance as she transformed challenges into a powerful voice that inspires change. She reminds us that true strength isn't found in perfection, but in persistence, creativity, and the courage to rise with purpose and grace. If these incredible women inspired you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Which story moved you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit share to spread the inspiration, turn on notifications so you never miss another story, and stay inspired. We'll see you in the next video.